Chapter 6 Code of Conduct for Agnadhari Grahastha. 1. Those members of the Gunatit Samaj who are married, known as Grahastha, should endeavor to humbly serve saints, Vratdhari brothers and Vratdhari sisters with enthusiasm within the bounds of their financial means in order to attain redemption and ultimate salvation of their souls. 2. The simple act of serving the saints, Vratdhari brothers and Vratdhari sisters will promote and strengthen the soul, leading to ultimate peace, bliss and happiness. Remaining humble towards such sadhus and accepting them as totally divine and innocent, nirdosh bhav, will nurture equally virtuous qualities within the Grahastha himself. The Grahastha should regard Bhagatji Maharaj and Parvat Bhai as their exemplars and idolize them. 3. Only accumulate as much wealth as is required. Spend within one's means. Your expenses should not exceed your income. Never incur debts in order to make charitable donations or indeed to aid the funding of any social functions. Always maintain a clear account of income and expenditure. Endeavor to put aside 1/10 or 1/20 of your income for the Lord's service. Any loans or overdrafts required for the purposes of a business may be obtained after seeking the advice of the Gunatit Sant, Guru. 4. All such transactions should be fully documented in writing and witnessed signatures obtained at all times. The insistence of obtaining witnessed signatures should not be considered a mistrust. Its purpose is to maintain clarity and honesty and is a safeguard for all parties concerned. This simply avoids any misunderstandings, feuds and disputes regarding monetary matters. 5. All celebrations, festivals and holy rituals should be performed within one's financial capacity and with the prior consent of the Satpurush, God-realized saint, and according to their wishes, for the sole purpose of pleasing the Lord. Grahastha should not perform such activities in order to inflate the ego or as a means to gain fame, popularity, status or glory. 6. At occasions such as weddings, funerals and other social gatherings and ceremonies, Grahastha should not spend more than they can realistically afford. Their experience should always be maintained within the limits of their incomes. Never be influenced to spend over your capacity in order to gain respect, nor should you incur debts due to any pressure from other people. 7. As per Vachanamrit Gadra Pratham 18, always uphold the highest principles, act with the utmost respect towards everyone. Always bear in mind your own morals and religion, Swadharma. The married male, Grahastha, should never remain entirely alone with any female other than his wife, i.e. his mother, daughter, sister or any female relative. 8. Devoted Grahastha should consult the Gunatit Sant and seek his advice in all activities, i.e. activities relating to financial matters, social matters and even family or personal matters. They should heed the advice of the Guru and act according to their Guru's instructions. 9. If a male member of the family endeavors to perform any or all activities according to the instructions of his Guru, then his wife and all other members of the family should endeavor to support him as much as possible. Similarly, any member of the family aspiring to serve the Guru should be equally respected and supported by every other family member. Any inconvenience experienced in so doing should be joyfully accepted, welcomed and endured in order to please the Lord. At such times of tribulations regarding Lok, Bhog, Deh and Paksh, the family members should endeavor to neglect such emotions and feelings in favor of supporting the command of the Satpurush, attempting at all times to help the family members to act according to the Guru's instructions. In this way, each member should forego all family ties and relationships, respecting and supporting each other as fellow aspirants and devotees in the first instance. Helping each other in this manner will ensure that you will also become a partner in any spiritual gains and benefits. 10. Every member of the Gunatit Samaj should be afforded the same degree of respect, love and affection that is afforded to a member of one's own family or member of one's caste. One should endeavor to nurture and develop such feeling of divine respect, love and affection towards members of our spiritual family and should readily endure anything on their behalf. Try to sustain unity and harmony with fellow aspirants. This will please the Lord and will guarantee His blessings. 11. Apply the following clear and simple rule when deciding how to conduct relationships or indeed maintain relationships with fellow devotees. Treat devotees as you would treat your next of kin. Behave towards them in the same manner as you would towards your family. The principle should be applied at all times, in times of happiness or distress, or when dealing with devotees in any business capacity. 12. A Grahastha devotee may maintain personal and social relationships with their relatives within the bounds of their own morals, principles and religion, Swadharma. Relationships should not be maintained to the extent where his principles are encroached upon or compromised, leading the Grahastha to take offense of other devotees or act in a manner which would not please the Guru. Once again, Parvat Bhai should be held as an exemplar in such matters. 13. Grahastha should take a keen interest in their children's education and welfare. Ensure that your children receive the necessary care, attention and education which will nurture a sound moral and ethical upbringing. Grahastha should consider it their prime responsibility to care for their children until they reach the age of 21 years. They should consider it their worship and carry it out accordingly with dedication. 14. Weekly congregations of males and females for prayers, sabha, should be conducted separately. 15. At grand occasions such as the birthday celebrations of the Sakshat Swarups, a mixed congregation is permissible. Seating, however, should be segregated according to the Gunatit laws, and the sabha should be run with the utmost of respect afforded towards everyone. 16. When saints are present, mixed congregations should not be allowed. If under unavoidable circumstances a sabha is attended by both males and females, then they should be seated separately, and a curtain should always be draped to act as a screen between saints and females. It is imperative that the rules governing the code of conduct for saints are complied with at all times. Saints and males devotees may preach sermons and be heard by all, including female devotees. However, females should not preach to a male congregation. 17. Meetings held by committees of men and women formed for the administration of the Gunatit Samaj should be held separately. When joint discussions are required, a joint meeting may be held, but full respect and the Gunatit code of conduct should be maintained by all parties. 18. When Grahasthas are visited by saints, Vratdhari brothers or Vratdhari sisters, the Grahasth should ensure that the rules and disciplines governing the code of conduct of sadhus are observed at all times. The sadhu's place of assembly, residence, and where they dine, who serves them, etc., should all be arranged in such a manner that their rules and disciplines are not violated or compromised in any way. 19. The Grahastha devotees should at all times endeavor to observe the commandments of Ekadashi as prescribed in the Shikshapatri in order to please the Pratyak Swarup, and should always seek refuge in their Guru.